वन्दे देवमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वन्दे जगत्कारणं वन्दे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं वन्दे पशूनां पतिं वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवह्निनयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करं वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करम्. Let us chant the Lingastakam together up to the 6th verse. Brahma Murari Surarchitalingam Nirmalabhasita Shobhitalingam Janmaja Dukha Vinashanalingam Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam Devamunipravararchitalingam Kamadaham Karunakaralingam Ravanadarpa Vinashakalingam Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam Sarvasugandhi Sulepitalingam Buddhi Vivardhana Karanalingam Siddha Surasura Vanditalingam Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam Kanaka Mahamani Bhushitalingam Phanipati Veshtita Shobhitalingam Takshasuyagnya Vinashanalingam Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam Kumkuma Chandana Lepitalingam Pankajahara Sushobhitalingam Sanchita Papa Vinashanalingam Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam Devaganarchita Sevitalingam Bhavair Bhakti Bhire Vachalingam Dinakara Koti Prabhakaralingam Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam. We have seen up to here, and in the last class we saw how devotion bhavaihi bhaktihi bhihi eva sevita lingam. This linga, this cosmic form of the divine, is worshipped with devotion. What kind of devotion? The devotion to the divine is not static in nature. It's not about every morning getting up and then thoughtlessly how you go to brush your teeth. Like that you go to the puja room and light a lamp and chant a mantra and walk away. No, that is not called devotion. when you talk about devotion, devotion is a dynamic, engaging relationship with the divine. Like your dynamic, engaging relationship with your partner, with your friend, with your elders, with your parents, with your children. And this dynamic relationship is not connected to one emotion. No dynamic relationship can ever sit in one emotion. And that's why all this Hollywood and Bollywood romance, whole life cannot be lived with just a concept in a bubble of romance. Romance is over. As quickly as it comes, the bubble bursts. As quickly, within a week, 10 days of the marriage, is it not? That's what I keep hearing from married people. Because it is not one relationship stuck in an emotion of romance, in an engaging relationship, in the engaging script of romance. No. It changes, it shifts, it's dynamic. It rises to every context, every situation that you both are engaged in day to day, minute to minute of life. This is precisely called a dynamic relationship with the divine. And so you have a relationship with the Lord where you can love Him, where you fight with Him, where you get annoyed with Him, where you don't talk to Him, where you give your life for Him, where you sacrifice for Him. This is a bhavana. This is a bhavana. This is a channeling of all your emotions at that altar. As we find in the lives of saints all over the world, they lived for that relationship to be the most predominant relationship that ruled their life. We all have a predominant relationship that rules our life, no? For some people, their only son rules their whole life. For some others, their spouse controls their whole life. How unfortunate. Think of it, if the infinite being is the one who in whose love your emotions are caught and all your emotions are channeled towards that infinite being, how powerful would that relationship with the Lord would be, is it not? My Babaji in Uttarkashi, this saint who was 120-year-old, very, very elderly, but lived alone, cooked for himself, bathed, washed his clothes, took care of his life at the banks of Ganga. And suddenly, now and then, I used to simply adore him for his love and devotion to Goddess Ganga, to Lord Rama. But then suddenly, I would find that he has fought with Gangaji, with his mother goddess. He would fight. And when he fought with the gods, he would give up food. I mean, what kind of devotion is that? And when I would ask him, he would tell me, well, if I don't fight with the big man, who else should I fight with? What do these villagers, what do human beings have? They have nothing worth fighting for, fighting with. You want to fight with the most powerful. If you have the guts, if you have the courage. He used to tell me. That's when I understood how intimate, how close, how intimate was his powerful relationship with the infinite being. This is called bhakti bhavana. And so in that bhakti, in that devotion, may that kind of powerful devotion descend into our lives, into our hearts. May our emotions get channeled with that Creator, the one who made us, gave us this form, gave us all that we have today. Let us find in our soul, in our heart, a powerful dynamic relationship, whether it expresses in the form of the powerful creator, or whether it expresses as my friend, whether I see him as my mother or my father or my child, or whatever be the expression that works for you, it doesn't matter. It is your bhavana, it's your sentiment of devotion. Well, bhakti bihi, with this bhavana, when you worship the divine, the celestials do it with bhavana. They are then what? Their script. The script of the higher powers is always in alignment with the divine. It will be in alignment because when you love somebody or something or the cosmic being, when you love, in the love there is alignment, is it not? In love is there rub? In love is there friction? In love is there separation? In love is there fallout? No, not at all. Love is that power that holds. However different you are from your partner, it holds you to your partner, is it not? What is that? It is love. Love means sacrifice. Love means acceptance. Love means acknowledging. Love means alignment. And may this love to the divine be such that I align to the cosmic rhythm. And what is the cosmic rhythm? In what rhythm in that cosmic intelligence is this universe flowing? Is the universe moving? Very beautifully it's expressed in the 7th verse. Let us see. Ashtadalopariveštitalingam Ashtadalopariveštitalingam Sarvasamudbhavakaranalingam Sarvasamudbhavakaranalingam Ashtadaridra vinashitalingam Ashtadaridra vinashitalingam Tat pranamami sadashivalingam Tat pranamami sadashivalingam Ashtadalopariveštitalingam Sarvasamudbhavakaranalingam Ashtadalopariveštitalingam Sarvasamudbhavakaranalingam Ashtadaridra vinashitalingam Tat pranamami sadashivalingam Ashtadaridra vinashitalingam Tat pranamami sadashivalingam Ashtadalopariveštitalingam Sarvasamudbhavakaranalingam Ashtadaridra vinashitalingam Tat pranamami sadashivalingam tat pranamami sada shivalingam. And so here it gives you, this verse gives you a whole different outlook of what is this world, this creation made of. What is the life of every being filled with? If you look at what this verse is saying, there is no room for any sense of poverty in any of us. We have this disease called poverty, the poverty disease. And what is that poverty? The culture, there is a verse which beautifully says, Sahi bhavati daridraha yasya trishna vishala manasi chapari tushte ko arthavan ko daridraha. Well, what it means is, he alone is poverty-struck person. Poverty-stricken people are those who have a big longing, a vast sense of longing, craving. The one who has craving in their heart, he is poor man. For the one whose heart is contented, for the one who says, I have enough. If he has 2 pairs of clothes, it's enough. Because today I can wear one, I have one more for tomorrow. For one who has a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom home is enough. Well, if there's a family of 4, okay, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, enough. Whatever your resources can generate for you, enough. The universe has given us enough. Ashtadalo pariveshtrita lingam. It's an esoteric meaning here. It is said, He is the Lord. A lotus is that in the Niruktam, in the Vedic dictionary, it says Pushkaram antariksham poshati bhutani. So there is a interspace between the earth and the heavens. And what is that space? That is the space. That space is a lotus which nourishes the life form on earth. Always nourishing. It is also said in various descriptions, somewhere the earth is looked upon as a lotus and the Mount Meru is the center of this lotus and the continents are the petals of this lotus. So like this, there are different descriptions. The idea is, when you say Ashtadalo Pariveshtita Lingam, a linga, the cosmic being, which is held, which is filled, which is wrapped with this 8-petaled lotus. Like I said, it's an esoteric meaning. It refers to the celestial worlds. And therefore it is what? Sarva samudbhava karana lingam. Sarvesham samudbhavaha. Sarva samudbhavasya karanam. Tacha lingam. It is that cosmic being which has the power to generate all life forms on earth. And it keeps nourishing and nourishing and nourishing. And therefore this bluff, human beings live in this bluff. The cultural story of human civilization has fully bought this bluff. And what is the bluff? The bluff has to be called by all of us. Nature is giving us lessons to call this bluff. And the bluff is, there is not enough. This bluff that there is not enough. What I have today is not enough. What I will get tomorrow is not enough. What I will keep for my next generation is not enough. Therefore, I keep hoarding and hoarding and hoarding for 10 generations. My one house is not enough. People want, somebody had 40,000 square feet as his home. 40,000 square feet, one house, imagine. And the man did not even have the blessing to live and die in his home. This kind of, what are you going to do with such a big house? You can only sit on one sofa at a time, no? You can only sit on one chair at a time. You can only eat those 2 or 3 meals a day. Can you keep on eating just because you have a big kitchen? And therefore, what is this concept we all have which says it's not enough, there is not enough, there is not enough, not enough, not enough? It's a bluff. Our elders, our ancestors never had this cultural story. It was ingrained in their consciousness. Whatever I have today is enough. Enough. And hence gratitude for what I have today. We live in poverty. And it is said in this verse, Sarva Daridra Vinashita Lingam. Ashtadaridra Vinashita Lingam. The divine has given us so much prosperity, so much food, so much shelter, so much intelligence, so much beauty, so much aesthetics, so much happiness. Have I cultivated, learned to experience all this wealth which is already in me? No. I keep on experiencing lack and inadequacy and lack and keep on doing this mantra japa that not enough, not enough, not enough. And so he says, Ashtadaridra Vinashita Lingam. 8 forms of poverty we have. And they are taken care of. That's why prosperity in this tradition is said to be Ashta Lakshmi. 8 forms of prosperity we talk about. The goddess, the power, the phenomenon of prosperity is so powerful. It's always blessing us from the higher worlds. Adi Lakshmi, she is the primary, the primordial mother. She is the universal mother. She is the Adi Shakti, the first power. And what does she provide? What kinds of prosperity does she provide? She provides dhanam, Dhana Lakshmi. She provides us wealth. Dhanya Lakshmi, she provides us grains. Harvest, for that harvest, for the grains, she gives us rains and whatnot. Fertility of the soil. This is all called prosperity in the form of food. Dhanya Lakshmi. And she is also Gaja Lakshmi. Prosperity in the form of power, strength. Strength and power is a great, great wealth. Don't take it as not wealth. This is a great wealth. When we lose the power, only we realize what a power it is. To be able to lift my hand when I desire is wealth, Because a day could come where I want to lift it and it won't obey. Where did your strength go? That's when I realized what strength I had in my hands. And therefore, Gaja Lakshmi is a power, is the goddess of strength and power. Santana Lakshmi is the power of progeny, offspring. Not an ordinary blessing it is to be able to have your own progeny. And therefore it's a wealth, prosperity. If you have a progeny, it is a wealth. Don't take it as a burden. They are the wealth, they are gifts of nature. Varalakshmi, a wonderful spouse in your life who helps you make a family, who nourishes love, who protects the care, the interests of each other's life. Tomorrow, if there is a need, ups and downs of life is shared by a spouse, a partner. That is Lakshmi, no? Isn't that prosperity? Isn't that wealth? Wealth comes in the form of beautiful children, in the form of a wonderful partner, in the form of land, food at home, in the form of power and strength. All this, Vijaya Lakshmi. It's another form of strength. What? Vijaya. Vijaya means victory. Whenever you are able to cross hurdles in life, it's a blessing of victory. Victory is a breakthrough. When a child can first time stand up where he has been sitting for 6 months, it's a victory, no? When he is able to climb is another victory, it's a milestone. When that baby is able to climb staircase, it's yet another victory. When he can come down the staircase without breaking his head, well, that's yet another victory, is it not? And therefore, Vijaya Lakshmi, every time I'm able to cross a hurdle, it is a blessing, is a right thinking comes to you, right choosing comes to you, right execution comes to you, that you're able to cross through the obstacle. That is called prosperity. That's a blessing of the divine. And the last is Aishwarya Lakshmi, a prosperity that comes in the form of comfort and luxury. More than your need when you have. We all have, all of us have more than our essential needs of life, is it not? There are millions of people who don't even have the essentials of life. We forget we are living in comfort and luxury. That's why our problem has been converting the comfort, luxury into necessity and increasing our demand from life. It's about converting necessities into luxuries. Well, 8 forms of poverty that we think we have: lack of proper partner, lack of proper children, lack of food, lack of wealth, lack of power, lack of victory, lack. There is not enough. This cultural story of the human mind needs to be destroyed once and for all. And how will you destroy? By acknowledging, by putting on new glasses, by re-engineering your thought system, by owning up a new philosophy, which is not self-defeating, but which is fully empowering. Bringing in that new philosophy in life, let us learn to live in the wealth that the Divine has already blessed us with. Ashtadaridra vinashita lingam. Learn to live in that contentment. Learn to say every day to Divine, you have given us so much, O Lord. Protect, help us protect what you have given. Help us to share with others what we have more than our needs. All this eightfold wealth is what you have given to all your life forms on earth. Others are living in balance. Let us not violate the balance, the ecosystems, the balance of our planet. Hey, O Divine Being, Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam. I bow to you in humility, in acknowledging, in gratitude for all the wealth that you continue to provide us. Acknowledge. Let us say thank you, O Lord. And this bhavana, this attitude in your prayer is very, very essential to connect the soul with the higher altar. Let us close the session chanting verse 7 together. Ashtadalo pariveshtita lingam sarvasamud bhavakarana lingam. Ashtadaritra vinashita lingam tat pranamami sada shiva lingam. Tat pranamami sada shiva lingam. Tat pranamami sada shiva lingam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.